Hi guys, Diecast Empress here, back for another quick Cars review. Now today I'm going to be reviewing a brand new in-box Bessie. So Bessie, as we all know, is from Cars 1, more importantly from when McQueen wrecks Radiator Springs' road and is sentenced to community service by none other than Doc Hudson, and has to then pull Bessie, the finest road paving machine ever built, and fix the road itself. Now, I've never owned a Bessie, so I am absolutely ecstatic to finally add one to my collection, that I had to break out one of my original 2006 McQueens, so as that I could show him off with Bessie herself. So without further ado, let's have a brief look at the packaging here. So Bessie is a deluxe, so she's big and chunky. It's got lots of details of showing what Bessie looked like in the show. Bessie herself, I can't wait to get into actually showing her out of the box. And then this is this time when we had the Cars app, or the Garage Daredevil Garage app. So the back of the boxes were just covered in that. And then because this Bessie is from, as it says on the front, the Sheriff's Impound Lot sort of series, you do get all the tuners supposedly pulling Bessie completely covered in sort of road paving tar and stuff. So without further ado, let's crank Bessie open and have a look at her. So Bessie here is a big, heavy die-cast piece. Going to zoom in just a little bit to make it a bit easier to see her. So Bessie is not as big as she is in the movie. So Bessie is obviously a lot bigger in the show, but it is covered in all this lovely detail that isn't just sort of stuck on. It is like, so it's not just like a sticker, it is bumpy, it is textured. So it does actually have a bit of detailing to it instead of just looking like speckled tar and cement. Now, do these open? They've got hinges. These might or might not open. I don't actually know. I don't want to break my Bessie. But Bessie does roll. Bessie has big wheels on the back here and 4 tiny little wheels on the front. And it does say on the back, equipment service may be hot. And then it does say Bessie beautifully written on the side. Now, these toys are meant to be sort of shown in pulling, but obviously there is no way to actually attach them to McQueen. You can't sort of hook him in any way. I wish you could, but nevertheless, it does still look amazing altogether. And the weight of this Bessie really is something. It really does feel like a big chunk. And so this is McQueen and Bessie, and this is what they look like in Cars 1. Now, there is nothing really special about Bessie other than she is a big, heavy piece of die-cast. Like I said, I really do wish that we could sort of hook them together, but unfortunately, alas, you cannot. But I think displaying them as they are is an absolute perfect way to go about it. Now, this Bessie on the bottom, do we get anything? We do, but it's so well blended in. You can barely see that the actual writing is right here. She does still have a date stamp, and it does say, I'll try random my look in here. It does say Disney, made in China, Mattel, and then the date stamp itself. So unfortunately you can't see it very well on camera, but she does have an official date stamp. Now, I think for a Bessie, I have waffled on just enough for you guys here, so I will leave you all with that one, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.